Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Life Like Bunny. I am Bunny, the life that is of. I have got another video for you lovely motherfuckers. If you've not read the title, today's video is me pissing off mixed race people again because apparently I've chosen to fight with them. Somebody in the comment section said, I actually find it hilarious. They're like, of all people who hate you for being black, why are you choosing to pick a fight with mixed race people so they hate you too? And I'm like, you dumb bitch, they're black too. But also, you go on and like kind of illustrate my point, because how can they be upset at me if they are black? If my point is irrelevant and it don't make no sense, your statement shouldn't be able to exist. So there is a difference between mixed black people and just black people. Like, motherfucker, I'm not saying you're not black. I'm just being a pedantic little bitch because I want you to recognize and understand that as much as you're black, you are white as well, okay? And I know whiteness don't mean nothing to you, but then you are nothing then. Half of that is you, motherfucker. Yes, and this video comes into today's video. I would just say, today is me saying that calling mixed people exclusively just black is black person erasure. It's erasing black people, okay? It really is black erasure, because one of them things where you say like indigenous Japanese people were actually black, indigenous Native Americans were actually black, and they're gonna do it where it's like indigenous South Africans were actually black, indigenous Australians were black, indigenous Africans were black. See, now we become indigenous niche little groups when we were actually the original people. It's because it's genuinely breeding us out. And I'm not saying mixed race people, you're like breeding us out, but I'm saying there's an agenda here, okay? As somebody married to a white man, I know. There is an agenda here to call and replace black people with mixed people. That's fact, okay? I sound like one of them hot taps or whatever, but you know what? My hoe is tapped. We should all use our brains. Please stop calling half-white people black. They're not. You're erasing me, and I find that quite funny and jokey, because when I'm chilling with somebody and they are mixed, I recognize that is a half-white person. But I still know that they are black. I still know somebody's gonna be racist to them. I still know somebody's gonna be a dickhead to them as much as they'll be a dickhead to me. In fact, I still know that these racists hardly see a difference. In fact, they don't, unless they know your history. Then they will start to treat you differently. It's like seeing us together. They're not gonna be like, ooh, those black people, one of them might be mixed, one of them might not. No, they're gonna treat us the same, because that, until you let them know, hey, I've got a white mother, and then their behavior changes. That's what I'm trying to say to you people. You really are like not black, okay? You're black and white. And it's erasure. It's erasure. It's one of them during his slavery times, where they did to the Native American people, literally purposefully breeding them out to lighten them. And you should do a little bit more research before you comment with your anger, people, because this is a thing that is being done in a lot of like South American countries. They think it's a good thing and it's a positive thing when a black person marries somebody white or lighter. They think you're whiting out the race and you're doing a good thing. You're being a good black person. And they think if you're a black person who goes on to marry somebody of the same skin tone, if you're not darker, you're doing a tragedy to your people. Okay, they think you're supposed to whiten out your lineage, and that is erasing blackness, because these people are still identifying as black, because they're not going as far as claiming whiteness, because they know that is a big no-no. They know white people won't let them. In fact, white people will come with violence. So you rather attack me that is telling you, hey, I want to protect my blackness. I want my blackness to be mine. The same way white people want their whiteness to be theirs. You know, just be mixed, because mixedness is yours. You're mixed. You're mixed. Which means you get the pleasure to be both. You come to the black community, you get welcomed. You go to the white community, they're big dickheads, but you need to put your foot down. The whitey tells you you're not white, and then you're like, okay, master said so. But your DNA results beg to differ. My DNA results are Muganda, Buganda. Mkanda, Buganda. Your DNA results, Scandinavian and Nigerian. You're Scandinavian and Nigerian, motherfucker, my love. You're not Nigerian. The way Nigerian from Yoruba is Nigerian. They've been in Nigeria, born, raised in Nigeria, to two Nigerian parents, Nigerian blood, Nigerian, they're black Nigerian, okay? You will be half black Nigerian, and then you'll be half white Scandinavian. That is fact, and that's okay. Indulge in who you are that. And when you're fighting me for saying why you're creating divide between us, you're accepting what Whitey told you. That's what you're doing. You're making it that the palm colored people are the right ones because they told you the one drop rule, and now you're accepting that as fact. When have they ever been people who live by facts? They like to murder facts. They like to pretend things are not what they are, and they're doing that to you. They're calling you fully black when you're not, and then you're accepting that. It's like, hey guys, my mommy is white and my daddy is black. They're like, nah, you're white. And you're like, okay, master, okay, yeah, I'm just black, yeah, That's what you're doing. Claim who you are, claim your whiteness, claim it, tell them to fuck off. And maybe if you claimed it, you could infiltrate them and actually help change shit. Maybe that is your burden. Because I find being mixed to actually be a beautiful thing. In spite of the fact that you're going to deal with having a racist family, and that actually sucks. I understand now. But it's still beautiful to be two of these things. You're unique. Nobody is going to ever understand your perspective but you. And you need to claim it and stop trying to erase people like me. Because now when you get to casting calls, it's going to be you, not me. I find it that I barely exist in media because they think people like you who are mixed are good enough representation for me, but I disagree. I don't think you're a good enough representation for me. I want somebody like me or even darker to be the representation of me because that makes me feel better. I don't think a mixed race person should be a representation of black people. I think you should be a representation of mixed people because even your experience now is getting hidden. It's like two birds with one stone. They're hiding both of us. They're hiding you and me. They're hiding the mixed experience by pretending it's the black experience. And now they're hiding the black experience by never talking about it. And now nobody is actually being represented now, apart from their stupid ideas of what they think we should be. They should be black people, mixed people, and then the white people. And I'm not even the pro-South African thing of calling people colored, because I think that's just them people just using that colored term to say I'm not black, not because they want to leave blackness as an identity for black people. No, it's because they think being black means you're just a step lower. So they rather be colored because colored is a step closer to being white. I know, I get this politics, and that's why that whole Tyler is not black thing comes from. It's because it's almost as she's like, I'm not black like you blacks. And I know she didn't say that, but that's how it comes off. It's like denying blackness is almost as if you're saying, I can't be black like you. I am more colored, which means I'm closer to whiteness. That's where the whole discourse is, but people are just acting like black American people are being dumb, but you're not understanding this is what they're saying. I don't support that, but I almost understand why they're doing it, because at least it gets to protect blackness as an identity and not have it be murdered. So imagine billions of years, aliens are going to find artifacts of our media, and they're going to think that people like me didn't exist because we're not being represented. Or they're going to think that dark-skinned people were the minority, and they think the global population did not look like anything like me because we're being erased. That's what will happen. All the media, all the TVs, all the books and everything is going to look like mixed people were the only black people. That's not true. And then white people will have clear representation because they made their racial group clear and distinct, but then murdered everybody else's. Nada! That's it for today's video. Do not forget to like it, comment your thoughts. What did you think about, what I just discussed today? Do you think, the mixed identity being used as just the black identity is black people erasure? Because I do. If you think that, comment it down below. Share the video to whoever will find it useful. Eat pussy, find it useful. Eat pussy, suck dick, and everything in between. You know the song? Light shines in thine pussy. Mwah. I don't make sense. I'm disintegrate. What I hear and say, tonta. And I'm smooth like a brand. That's why it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Yeah. I'm the bunny that came to hop. All up in your brains. I'm in that top. All up in your motherfucking ass brain.